Today I'll be turning this into this. Dim sum wrappers themselves are so easy to make from scratch. I thought, let's just do it. We'll make the whole thing from scratch. The wrappers, the fillings, the dips, we'll steam them and we'll have it all done within an hour. We'll start off first with making the dim sum pastry or the wrappers. This is the only measurements you need to know for the whole night. It's 300 grams of flour and 170 grams of hot water. And I say weight of water because I just weigh the water as well. It's much easier than measuring it. Kettle's been boiled maybe 10 minutes ago, so it's not quite boiling. And I'm going to put 170 grams of hot water. So no salt in this, no fat in this or anything. And we just add the hot water to the flour. Start it off with a fork to bring it together. Now the reason we use hot water is it takes the flour better. It's not stiff, it makes it really pliable. I'll get you to knead this out. Here's some I prepared earlier. So it ends up like this. So I made these last night. I had them in the fridge overnight wrapped in cling film. I pulled them out a couple of hours ago just to let them kind of come up to temperature a wee bit. So next I'm going to make the dips for the dim sum, and the reason I'm going to make them just now is just to give them a wee chance to infuse and let the flavours come out a little. First ingredients, some nice fresh ginger. I'm just going to peel. What I want to do with the ginger is cut it into really, really fine a shred as you can. So into sheets first, and then just bevel in the knife. So you can see there, you get really nice fine matchsticks. I've got some light soy sauce. Light soy sauce is saltier and more flavour. So we'll just pour that over the ginger, and that will start to infuse now as well. And again, Asian food, it's all about extremes of flavour. Salt, and then we want to add a bit of sugar to that as well, just to counteract that. I said there's no added sugar. There's no added sugar in the dim sum, just the dips. I'm going to take a wee bit of fresh chilli. And then finally into that, I've got a lime here. So you want lime juice, just give it a little run. That just breaks up all the segments inside. So when you squeeze it, you should be able to get plenty of juice out of that as well. So next, we're going to make the filling for the dim sums. We're going to make seafood. So I've got some lovely fresh king prawns and some cod as well. A bit of spring onion in the filling itself for flavour and a bit of crunch. And then I just want to use a couple of these for garnish. Obviously Brian's making a video, so I want it to look nice at the end. Then really fine, the finer the better for this. Just put that into the bowl. Spring onions in here. Some fresh coriander. This is just about freshness, a bit of texture and crunch. Maybe I got the ginger from earlier. Use the heel of the knife and just lean on it, and it'll crush it. Just breaks up the kind of structure of it. Run the knife like this. You see, you just pulverise it into a paste. A little bit of lime juice for freshness. And then onto the seafood. Again, you want to cut it up fine, and you cut it all one way, then just turn the whole lot and cut it again sideways. Start to give you a nice fine dice, but still have a little bit of texture in there. So there we go. You see the texture of that? It's kind of minced rather than a paste. These are raw king prawns. I wouldn't use cooked ones for this because it's the rawness that brings it all together, and then as you cook it, it will bind. And then the cod. So again, the cod, just the same. So similar texture. So that was probably just over £10 worth of fish, but you see, you get a lot. I mean, that'll feed all us tonight anyway. And there's a couple more things just to add. Cornflour, a very small amount. And it just helps with the binding process. I mean, for that amount, I would add that much cornflour. Is that just a heaped teaspoon? Thai fish sauce, I don't know if you've ever used this before. Great flavour, and it's that real umami flavour, you know, like you get with Worcester sauce or soy sauce. But I mean, literally, a wee bit like that. So mixing this up. There you go. So that's all come together. That's our filling. It's quite a malleable dough, and we'll need it for a few minutes just to incorporate everything. Cover it in cling film and then leave that for half an hour before you use it. And then we're going to make these into our paper thin wrappers now that's going to hold the filling. I'm going to put some flour. So make a donut and just kind of work it as you spin it around. And that's just an easier way of rolling it out. Cut this into little pieces like this. So we use a bit of flour on it. Make it into a ball, and it's as simple as just roll these out. You see the light through it? It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. All we're doing is, just because it will dry out really easily, between 2 bits of greaseproof paper. Just do a couple more so I can start filling. Nothing too complicated, I hope, something that you try. So we're going to fill them, we're going to steam them, and eat them straight away. Steamer is great for doing it. You just be getting a steamer at home for cooking, for steaming veg or fish. That's ideal for this. All I do is I'll just rub a little bit of sesame oil on a bit of kitchen roll, and I just rubbed it on the bottom and it stops them sticking. Again, just keep a bit of flour on your hands, stop everything sticking here. You take your wrapper and you just make a wee hole in your hand and sit that in there. And that will let you take some of the filling, pop that in, take the wrapper, one twist, and we'll sit it in there. And it takes quite a lot of filling. If you see a wee twist at the top, sit it in and just let it fall. You know. Give your hands a wee rub in the flour first and it'll stop it sticking. And then, perfect, go for it. I discovered that last week when you see that photo. I can't believe you posted it.
My body bag is not uniform.
You roll the internet window in the doorway and just start it.
Right, and then sit it there. If they do rip a wee bit or they fall apart, that's fine because they all come together in the cake.
You call that a body bag? Come on.
Smells like hell itself. Perfect. Oh, it's a burst. Yay. So you could do different fillings.
Chaps.
Switch that off.